Mr. Ngatia, thank you very much for accepting to conduct this interview once again. So, welcome to the interview.
Thank you very much.
The hottest thing in Kenya at the moment is the Garissa University terrorist attack, in which 148 students were killed by the Al-Shabaab terrorists. The government has given its statement. Uhuru Kenyatta has spoken. The opposition through Raila Odinga has spoken. Now, what is the view or position of KRA, the Kenya Red Alliance, in relation to this terrorist attack?
Thank you very much. First and foremost is to send our condolence to all the families who lost their innocent kids who were attacked by terrorists. And I would like also to let Kenyan people know we cannot take this lightly, because for how long are we going to lose innocent people in Kenya under the leadership of corrupt Uhuru Kenyatta government and his deputy criminal William Samoei Arap Ruto, who is having a case in Hague? We have to remove them. They must be removed from power, because we cannot have this. For how long are we Kenyans going to be attacked? First and foremost, before we have done this video of Somali is our neighbor. Kenya, we are being attacked because Kenya has occupied Somali. And we know KDF is committing atrocities, because nobody reports the ongoing war in the occupied Somali, and our forces are there serving the interest of Western imperialists, that is America. Again, we want Kenya to withdraw from Somalia, because we are gaining nothing. We cannot remove Somalia from living there. The Kenya Defensive Forces is committing atrocities there, and it is time to withdraw. On Garissa attack, this army, especially from the university to the barracks, where the army has barracks, is just a stone throw. The attack was reported from morning, but it took 11 hours without saving these students who are crying, who are being butchered, murdered. But the army was there, because the army is very corrupt. Our leaders in the army are very corrupt. And the security of this country is run by one tribe, cabal of Kikuyu ruling class. All of them, they are Kikuyus. We cannot allow a country defense security to be run by one corrupt ruling class mafia who are very corrupt. We are being attacked because of corruption in this country. Our people are suffering in this country because the government is very corrupt. We are losing everything in that country because the government is corrupt. How many attacks? Mandela attack, Kware attack, Bas attack, Mpekoteni, and this government cannot wake up. Before the attack, the Kenya government has been warned by the imperialist masters, and they ignored. Instead of President Uhuru acting, he went to abuse. The video is there. It is well documented. He went to abuse the government of United Kingdom. But the following day, we saw this attack. I don't know who advises Uhuru government. She must be a very corrupt and an idiot anyway, because the imperialism knows. How do you think they know that Kenya will be attacked? Or Kenya will be invaded? Because they are very high. They listen. They have all equipment, all gadgets to listen. And it doesn't matter whichever language you talk, because they can add one dot and another dot, 1 + 1, and they get what you are planning.
Now, Uhuru Kenyatta has suspended or closed down bank accounts of money transfer organizations and companies. How do you think this will stop terrorism?
This is very wrong, because many people are going to suffer. His friends, he has saved his friends. He wanted just to confiscate money because Kikuyu are known, ruling class are known to be thugs and the thieves. Look, denying without evidence, going to freeze assets cannot work without investigating, because many innocent people are going to lose their money. We know very well the head of Al-Shabaab is in Kenya and the tail is in Somalia. This thing is a well-known conspiracy that the Kenya government works with the terrorism, because the government itself is criminal, and the people who are suffering are the low class, peasants, jobless people, families that cannot afford the food or the table. This country, our country, time calls for revolutionary acts. We must overthrow this government, must be removed. And it is also a pity to see opposition parties working with the government. This is nonsense, because corruption is within the opposition parties and the government.
Uhuru is building a wall between Kenya and Somalia. Do you think this is a solution?
That's not a solution. That's nonsense, because we have seen wars in other countries, in the Middle East, everywhere. Kenya has a very big border with the Somalis, which is more than 700 kilometers.
Now, the CCTV cameras were set up in Kenya and cost billions of Kenyan shillings. They have not kept security. What is your comment?
My comment is the government of Uhuru Kenyatta has failed the Kenyan people because of corruption. These TVs, this CCTV are operated by criminals who normally switch them. For instance, when MP George Muchai was murdered in the middle of the city, these CCTV cameras could not take any picture. Again, we as Kenyan people, we must ask ourselves, and the Kenyan people must stand up and ask themselves, why are we not condemning and challenging Uhuru to resign? And he is the captain of the ship, this ship called our Kenya. If the ship sinks, you don't blame the cooks, the mechanics. You blame the captain of the ship, like that aircraft that crashed on the upline.
Now,
you blame the captain. Why are we Kenyans not blaming Uhuru? Uhuru Kenyatta is the one to be condemned, and he should resign. Look before. His leadership is rubbish. Na nimefanya video, mnajua kabisa. Go and see my videos. Serikali ya Uhuru Kenyatta and his deputy William Ruto ni serikali ya mafi. And Uhuru cannot lead anybody.